Welcome back. We are still with corporate earnings. Bandhan Bank's results were actually a mixed bag. The positives were there. A quarter-on-quarter rise in the ROA, return on assets, which is what investors will look at. A 12 basis point increase to 0.8%. Rise in the return on equity by 70 basis points to 5.9 from 5.2, all quarter-on-quarter. But there have been some share of worries as well. Margins are down, as it is for every bank, but quarter-on-quarter fall is 30 basis points for Bandhan. Gross NPAs are up by about 25 basis points. Again, quarter-on-quarter to 4.96. Net NPAs also up by about 8 basis points. However, the positive here is that fresh slippages are sharply lower. And that's very important. Separately, profits and NII have fallen year on year, but that was obviously because of a very high MFI base year ago. Otherwise, they have done, the profit and NII are better than street expectations. To understand more, we have with us the MD and the CEO, Mr. Partha Pratim Sengupta. Mr. Sengupta, good morning and thank you very much indeed for your time. Well, first, just a jargon. When you say emerging enterprise business or EEBs, you mean MFI?
It's basically MFI, but within this segment also there are individual loans. So it consists of also group loans and it consists of individual loans, but not that to be truly by the definition of MFI, not everyone's household income is below 3 lakhs or with 3 lakhs for the day. It consists both, but the segment target is different. They're coming up from the micro segment.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is just a clarification for, the lay reader, the lay viewer who looks at your investor presentation and may get a little confused. But thanks for that. So it's also over 3 lakh household loans. Now, your MFI, I'll call it the MFI segment, okay? Your EEB, you've seen a sharp fall in the amount of loans lent to that group. Can you tell us whether this is the fall and you will start improving in a quarter or two? Because you told us that the MFI pain will bottom out. So do we start to see more loans this quarter itself, next quarter?
So I have also told last time also when the Q4 results were announced, the challenges are going to remain for almost 2 quarters. That is the market trend, though Bandhan Bank in this segment has performed much better than the market. But still the challenges, definitely we are not insulated from those challenges. And if you look at it today, the problem of over-leveraging has been contained to a large extent after the guardrails have been imposed. It has an effect. Definitely it will have a short-term effect. And we think that another 3 months, probably the effect of these guardrails that would be eased out. And then the industry would start picking up. But let me tell you, strategically, we have also decided to increase our secured book mix. Because we are a universal bank. Though our base has been very strong in this MFI segment, we will continue to be a leader. But definitely, we will go for a moderated approach in this segment. We are focusing on both a particular balance between the secured and the MFI segment for the day. So we made a very reasonable target of 8% only growth, for 8 to 9% growth for this financial year. We hope that, yes, this growth probably would be achieved by the end of this financial year.
Oh, okay. Actually, you've taken away some of my questions. This secured loan book that you are leaning towards, that will reduce margins even more, no?
Yeah. So
what is the margin guidance?
So let me again tell that it was very clearly told, I think, when I took over the charge, that as we are a universal bank, we need to have a proper balance. The secured book, we are going, and definitely the margin would be moderated. But we are taking some steps for this. You see, from April, we made a major cuts in our deposit rates for that year. And that effect, we have seen almost 19 basis point in this quarter. And as soon as the fixed deposits would get matured and new renewals would happen, further positive effect of the cost of funds would come. So that is number one. Number two is that even today, my books in the fixed interest rate, that is almost 50%. And going forward also, we will maintain a ratio of around 45 to 40 to 45% in this particular book. So that way we are not affected. And the third one, you have already said that slippages are improving. And if this improvement continues, and we are expecting it to be much better in the coming months, so there will be definitely all these three factors will have some, will nullify the, I would say, the adverse impact of NIM because of the rate cuts, and also because we are going to the secured books further.
So what is the NIM guidance, sir? Net interest margin?
So we will try another 20-25 basis point. Definitely, we are expecting to reduce, but we will see. But as I was told, that these steps would definitely have a positive effect on this year also.
Okay. Now, about your EEB, again, I would like to say MFI, but you're saying there is a definition issue there. You had said that you will increase your, your emerging enterprises book by 5,000 crore. That was there in your target last quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Is that still holding? So
Yes.
after reducing now, are you going to increase? Because now you have to increase it by 16%. My colleague Gaurav is calculating, if you have to meet your 5,000 crore target, you have to increase it by 16%. You'll do that.
Let me tell you, the last quarter only, Q1, we have seen almost more than 20% growth in this segment. So we are capable. It's infrastructurally, if you look resource-wise, we are definitely capable. If the industry, we are expecting that it will go forward. So the disbursements, we know that we have to make a large number of disbursements, but yes, we are keeping the target. And we hope that from Q3 onwards, we will probably be able to do it.
Okay. Now, I wanted to ask you about your SMA-1 also. While your overall slippages have gone down, SMA-1 has gone up. Now, just for those who don't follow this unnecessary jargon, SMA-1 is if people don't pay within 30 days. It doesn't become NPA. There is a long time before it becomes NPA, but those who don't, those whose dues are 30 days past the date of payment is called SMA-1. That has gone up sharply. Why that? Should that give us some worries about slippages?
You see, yes, but the main thing is that if you look at my SMA-2 figures for that, so in the EB book especially, it has reduced. And a large number of these SMA-1 remains in this category, or it goes back to SMA-0, and many of them are getting...
Sorry, one minute. Sorry. What I meant was SMA-0 has gone up, sir. Sorry. SMA-0 has gone up from 860 to about 1,000 crores.
Let me tell you this very clearly, that SMA-0, the main reason is that we have introduced a new accounting principle in the EB segment, whereby we are raising demand on the holidays also. Previously, this was not there. Now, just understand that if in a particular geography, say West Bengal, if you take, there are festive holidays. Almost continuously 4 days, my people will not be available for collection, but the demand is raised. So what will happen once the bank opens after the collection will happen. But during these 4 days, almost say per day, almost 6% of the total book, or 1/6 of the total book will go to SMA-0. So if it is 4 days, it is almost 1/6 into 4. So that much will go to SMA-0. So it will always look inflated whenever there will be holidays. But let me tell you, we are trying to build up a culture to collect these installments a little bit in advance. We are also exploring if we can actually tune it like the bond market. That is, the next working day can be the demand raising period. That what we are experimenting, but it is not a cause of worry. It happened because of the accounting change.
Fair enough. Yeah, if you see, SMA-0 has risen, but SMA-1 has not. So, perhaps what you say is right, that people are just collecting it later. There was another question during the investor presentation, which I didn't understand. I was more puzzled by your answer. The question came from Macquarie, and they said that, your vintage book in Q4, the MFI book, the EEB book, rose by about 15,000 crores, and simultaneously your NPA went up by 0.1%. Did some loans become NPA the moment you gave them? And you didn't say no. You said your point is valid. Can you explain what this is?
No. So let me tell you, there has been cases of some quick mortality. We can't deny it for that year, but that has been contained to a large extent. That's why
it is only 0.1, but why does it happen?
There are, because I would say that whenever you say disburse in the month of March, I think we made a total disbursements of close to almost 1,500 crores or more than that in that, or maybe more than that, much more than that. So there will be some quick mortality cases. Let us accept that in this segment it happens a certain percentage, but we try to recover it through our NPA recovery efforts. So what we are doing now is that, one, we are making some hygiene changes also. So in the credit underwriting process also is getting revamped, number one. Number two, we have introduced the QR code of recovery so that even on holidays or on other days, or the customer is away from the station and my people could not reach him. So they can now pay them through the QR code also. We are going to introduce AEPS also, and doing away with the biometrics. So a lot of hygiene change and EAR correction. So going forward,
you said March we give a lot of loans, we give 1,500, and that is why this may be happening. This hurry to give March loans, is it because to reach a target, and so some wrong loans are given?
No, it was, you see, it was not there for that. If you look at my last year book for that year, we have consistently degrown. So we have been growing for that, but we consistently taken a decision to degrow in this segment. We have taken it, but let me tell you, when such large number of loans happens for that year, some quick mortality do come. We are doing a proper staff accountability and these things for that measures, but taking some measures.
Okay, so let me now squeeze quickly two questions because I'm told I'm running out of time. One is, why is it your housing GNPAs have risen? Isn't that supposed to be the safe, secured sector?
Oh, so one thing you would know that Bandhan grew up by taking an NBFC.
Yep.
And that NBFC, of course, for the day, as you are all aware, that NBFC and bank had previously, now of course everything has been aligned for that, had different accounting systems, have different ways of doing the business for this. So some of them are legacy problems, let me tell you. If you take my housing book, last 2 years, what we have disbursed for that year, that book is quite strong enough.